Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan here with another moon sign astrology video for you, and today we're going to be talking about the Aries moon. So before you go ahead and watch this video, I would recommend that you watch my moon sign introduction video first. So I'm going to leave a link to that video up there and in the description box below, so you can click on that because there are some theories and concepts that I've talked about in that video that I'm going to be applying here, so it would make more sense to watch that one first. So the way I would proceed with this video is that first I'll be talking about the Aries moon as an infant and what their needs were, and then we'll talk a bit about the relationship of the Aries moon with their mother, and then we'll go into the kind of ingrained habit patterns of the Aries moon that is a result of their conditioning during infancy, which is not really the true potentials or the highest vibration of this moon sign. So then we're going to get into how you can decondition your ingrained habit patterns to reach a higher potential or the higher vibration of your moon sign, and then we'll talk a bit about being in a relationship with an Aries moon, what that's really like, and I'll be ending it off telling you a little bit more about the highest potential of this moon sign. So when the Aries moon was an infant, they kind of had their physical needs met almost instantly. You know, when they needed a bottle, someone was there to give it to them. When they needed to sleep, someone was there to sing them a lullaby. And so this happened most of the time, and if there was an instance when this didn't happen, the Aries moon child might have thrown a bit of a fit. Background to the Aries moon right there. So without taking into account any aspects, the Aries moon usually had Aries moon person usually had a relationship with mom that was generally very open. Except if the moon falls into like the 8th house or the 12th house, and that kind of might change things a little bit. Generally, mom was, or the mothering figure, was kind of affectionate and was just expressing a lot of her emotions to the child. Whether that be happiness or anger. So the child kind of grew up in the same way. If the moon is, say, in the 8th house or like the 12th house, the child might have wanted this openness with mom, but somehow they weren't really getting it. So there were some secrets maybe, or some kind of pent up energy surrounding the mothering figure. So this may have caused some secrets or some distance with mom, causing some pent up anger within the child regarding their mother, because they weren't allowed to have that extroverted emotional display with the mothering figure. See what I mean? So the general habit patterns of the Aries moon is that you kind of have your instincts tied to your emotions, and all human beings tend to act instantly on their instincts, or at least they are supposed to act instantly on their instinct. So the Aries moon, having these two things linked, can kind of act instantly on their emotions. So if you need something, you kind of need it right away, or you at least need to know that there's someone responding to your needs right away. So as an adult, having attention and being responded to equals safety for the Aries moon. If the Aries moon person can't really get this, they almost feel as if they have their energy locked up or bottling up. There's nowhere to release the emotional energy, which as a result can turn into angry patterns of repressed feelings. Emphasis a little bit on the angry, because for some other moon signs, pent up repressed feelings can turn into, you know, depression, pessimism, loneliness. But, you know, like for the Aries moon, it's going to kind of turn into anger. So now the Aries moon might find a release for this through sports or creative outlets, physical activity, which is great, you know, but the thing is that that's kind of like the treatment, right? It's not really the prevention. So yes, it's very healthy to have a good way of managing this, to have a treatment for this, but I think it's also very necessary and very important to think of how we can grow from just always having to treat find treatment for this, but instead, learn about how we can find prevention for it instead. So understanding how energy works is really important for the Aries moon so that they don't have to always be looking for an outlet to release all that pent-up emotions. So our bodies are simply made up of energy that can't be created nor destroyed. And this energy is going to be released somewhere, when we die. We can also call this, our soul gets released from this body. We can also think of it as your soul because it's kind of your own unique energy vibration. So everything that you think and need is a result of your energy vibration. And whether you will manifest what you think and what you need is a result of the relationship between your energy vibration and the external energies around you. So, when an Aries moon needs something, it's important to remember that the universe will respond to you immediately. But you just might not be able to see it in the way that you think you're going to be able to see it. Human beings just can't see energy, but when you think about energy, the moment you release it, it goes somewhere. The mere thought of needing something can send out an energy vibration that is going to meet something out there. You release it into the atmosphere and it gets responded to you immediately. And if you keep building the same energy consistently, you can almost kind of manifest whatever it is that you want. So for all Aries moon out there, I would really recommend looking into things like, the law of attraction, because once you figure this out, you realize that anything is possible and you can do it. And you can do it with fun and excitement, and things will seem almost magical. So if you're in a relationship with an Aries moon, you're going to need to know that they will need energy exchanges with you a lot. They need something, you respond. You need something, they respond, and you both kind of get the attention. But with an evolved Aries moon, let's say you don't really have the time to kind of do that with them, they'll kind of understand the way that your energy is working at that moment, and they'll not really push you into it. They will kind of understand that maybe your energy is not really in sync with their energy vibration at this moment, and they will trust that the universe is going to bring them the right responses when the time is right. If you're kind of with a less evolved Aries moon, they may kind of start to get pent up anger inside of them. They might like push you a little bit, because of all this pent up emotions that they're keeping inside. The second thing that you need to know about your Aries moon partner is that they're going to kind of make a lot of mistakes in their lives, especially in their younger years, because they kind of don't they don't trust anything much rather other than their own experiences. They don't trust books or websites or what other people say, they only trust their own experience. So even if you tell them to do something or not do something, or if they read an article about something, they're gonna kind of be like, well, I gotta try it for myself to know how it really works. They just trust the experience, their own experience only. And they're not like going against you, it's not like an Aquarius, maybe, right? That's just who they are. You see, if this happens like in the earlier years of their lives, then it's done with, But if like it happens later on when they get older, they can get a bit dangerous, So if they've not had a chance to try and make mistakes, then they're gonna eventually they just have to do it. They just eventually gonna have to try living their own life, making mistakes later on, in their lives, and that's gonna kind of be difficult to kind of handle rather than when they were younger. So I think we've kind of already talked about the lower vibrations of this moon sign, but with a bit of habit adjustments that all the moon signs can do, the Aries moon person can reach the higher vibration of their energy. So you as an Aries moon really have unmatched willpower and assertiveness, and even a bit of aggression, a good kind of aggression, to get you to achieve anything that you want in life and to push through any obstacles that comes your way. One of the reasons for this is that maybe you've already learned from your own experiences, how to deal with shit. You can be the most exciting and passionate person in somebody's life, and you can inspire with your creativity and brilliance. And Aries moon, of all the moon signs, are the most emotionally brave. Like, you're not afraid to confront your inner demons. You don't shy away from confronting your emotional baggage. Things like, your inner demons, facing your own past traumas and trying to resolve that, or confronting people who have hurt you in the past. And I really, really admire this about the Aries moon, because I personally believe that if you want to grow and be the highest version of yourself, then you really have to know yourself and be yourself and not be afraid of yourself. Not be afraid to take down your defenses and see who the hell you really are. I'm feeling all fired up now talking about the Aries moon. Just kidding. I don't have any fire signs in my chart. So, who am I kidding? Yep, the fire's died now. It's gone. So, that's my take on the Aries moon. If you have an Aries moon, leave a comment below. Let me know what your experiences have been, and have you deconditioned your emotional, ingrained habit patterns yet? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more astrology videos. And that's it for now. Bye!